Hello everyone. was that a creepy enough intro for you? Hello! Welcome to another mukbang here on my channel. I hope you guys are ready to enjoy a meal together. As you can see, I've already been enjoying my Dr. Pepper, which I'm gonna go put some ice in this. Much better. This has been sitting out for couple hours. I think I got home a couple hours ago, but then my memory card was full, so I had to import all of my footage into my camera. It's already on my camera, into my laptop. Then I started reading comments on today's video and like getting all emotional because you guys are way too nice to me, and that's what I've been doing the past couple hours. And now it's time to eat. So I've already got my dinner roll out here. I had to put it in the microwave because it was a little hard. Did I mention Dr. Pepper? And then I got a little fruit cup. I got dessert because I had to. I use the term loosely. I also got some napkins and an extra straw. Oh, they gave me a fork. Oh, so nice of them. 2 forks and a knife. That's great. I guess I won't dirty my fork. How does this open? Oh, there we go. Okay, there's multiple tabs on here. Okay. I got the Greek salad, I think it's called. Like the Greek goddess, is that? I'm just making that up. This is the Greek quinoa salad. No goddess, except for me. I'm kidding. Yeah. All right. I told you everything else that was everything else. See if I can make it so that you can see it. So from what I remember, there's lettuce and kale and cucumber and Kalamata olives and like a tomato quinoa mix and goodness. Not like, oh my goodness, but goodness in here. I think it's feta cheese. And then I'm not really sure what the vinaigrette is, but it's delicious. I had this salad the last time I was at Panera, and it was very, very good. It was like light, but good and hearty. Please don't spray me. I suppose I should have taken this one out. I don't know how much dressing this is gonna need, but mix this up. I do like a well-dressed salad. You know, not too much. It can definitely be overdone, but I like that little bit of lubricant, if you will. And my cat's in the bag right now. Literally, my cat is inside of the Panera bag. Fantastic. Don't think I need the full second one. But there we go. This just a salad is gonna hit the spot tonight. It was hot today. For some people, it was not hot. Whenever I mention the temperature, people are like, Cassie, no. It was like 80, 81 degrees. That's hot for me. So, anyways, first bite of salad. Summertime is pretty much what just happened. I'm wiggling my fork around too much for you guys. I am wearing shorts. I want to sit comfortably. Ah, there we go. Comfort is nice when you're eating. Yay. But yeah, summertime really is, I think, the only time of year where I like actually crave salads. It's just so crisp and light and refreshing. So good. I know that's like all I'm saying, but really, this is hitting the spot. I did a Panera mukbang because one of you out there in the world requested it from me. And I was like, yeah, I love some Panera and I wanted a salad tonight anyways. and I didn't want to go to the grocery store and make my own salad. So here we are. Figure why not make it a mukbang when I can? I know people requested on the last mukbang that I did Panera and Olive Garden. I think those were the only 2 requests that I got, but and Chinese food. Non-specific Chinese food. Oh, one moment. Hi, Grammy. Hi, Grandpa. Happy birthday. Pardon the interruption. It was my grandpa. Well, my grandma and grandpa. It was my grandpa's birthday today. He turned 89, so that's... I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. I mean, obviously I believe it, but you know what I mean? I feel like certain people, kind of including myself, have like set ages. Like my mom to me has always been like 44, maybe 50 at the oldest. I don't see her where she is now. I don't see me as anything other than like 24, 25. And like my grandma and grandpa, I think of them as like 60. It's not the case. I'm like almost 30 years off. But I feel very lucky to still have my grandma and grandpa around on that side of the family anyways. I was never able to meet my other grandma. She died really young. I think she was like 34 of breast cancer. So unfortunately I never got to meet her. And my grandpa, who was married to her, he didn't enjoy life much after my grandma died. So he didn't really ever get to know us grandkids. Whenever we were around, he wasn't very interested, which, you know, it's too bad, but the grandma and grandpa that I do have around, I cherish them. I love them deeply, so I feel very lucky. And also my step-grandparents. I feel very lucky with that too. I was just talking about this the other day with my stepdad. Because my mom has been... she's been married a couple times before, and I don't know what it was, like if those guys just like weren't very close to their family or what the case was, but I really don't even know that I ever met their parents. And then my stepdad that I have now, he's amazing. Like, best stepdad I could ever ask for. And his parents, his mom and dad, and I mean his whole family really. But, you know, his parents are just like so, like, they want to actually get to know us stepkids, and like, I don't know, to me that's just like incredible and like so much more than they need to do, but like family is so important to me and to them, and so it's just like, it's very special. I feel very lucky. So seeing everyone age though, it can be hard. It can be really hard, but like I said, I'm just grateful to still have them in my life, so. My grandpa is a fellow Gemini like me. I think he and I might be the only Geminis in the family now that I think about it. We gotta stick together. If any of you watching are Geminis, or if you know any Geminis, you know. We can be a strange bunch of people. But I think we're delightful. Yeah? If you catch us at the right time. This salad is perfect. I wish I knew what was in the vinaigrette so I could like describe it a little bit better for you guys, but it's very, very light. It tastes like a very light, lemony, green kind of a vinaigrette. And that mixed with the stuff in the salad and like the saltiness of the olives. It's a really nice combo. I hope you guys are enjoying whatever meal you're having. If you're eating a meal. I think I already said that, but I'll say it again. I really do. I love sharing meals with you guys. It was a beautiful day here in Minnesota. I think I said that already too. Weren't we just talking about like signs of aging? I might be showing some myself. But I went on a little mini picnic date with my friend Katie. So that was a lot of fun. It's always interesting because we went to a lake that's like right between our houses that we grew up in. And she and I have been friends since 8th grade. Though we have known each other for much longer than that, but we and like lots of people from our school and whatnot, it was just fun to hang out at the lake. That particular lake, it's got like a little beach area, and it was just nice to hang out there and walk around, whatever. But it's just so weird, like, going back to those types of places that we used to hang out in, now that we're, like, grown-ups now. It just seems so small. And, like, there was a group of teenagers, I'm assuming high schoolers, that were there today as well. I think it was, like, 5 or 6 guys and 1 girl. Whatever. And the girl at one point when they were all talking, they were all like talking about football or whatever. And then all of a sudden the girl, like in the middle of the conversation, she was just like, I woke up today and I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow. She actually used a cuss word, but wow. I look hot. I'm like, I don't think any of the guys responded. I just like, I don't know. It makes me wonder what I sounded like in high school. Although I can tell you this much, I didn't sound like that in the sense that I did not think I was hot. At all. I've always thought of myself, I don't know, as a potato, kind of. I don't know. But. I think I've told you guys this before, haven't I? That, like, I eat one thing and then the other kind of a person. Like, I know people are probably watching this and they're like, Cassie, why don't you have a bite of your roll? Nay. Gotta finish this first. You see? But oh, high school. I'm so glad it's over. But, like, at the same time, I honestly didn't hate high school. Like, don't get me wrong. If you asked me, like, okay, want to go back? No, I'm good. All of the mood swings and drama, like, no thank you. Plus the stress and, ugh. But overall, I feel very lucky in that I look back on high school fondly. I had a much better time than I did in college, for sure. But, to each their own. That was delightful. Salad, highly recommended. Very highly. And if you're wondering, I don't know if you can, I think you can kind of see through the glass here. I've got shorts on, no worries. Let's have some of this roll, shall we? Feel like a little mouse. If you give a mouse a cookie. Oh, sleepy leg. Super sleepy leg. One moment. Thinking back still to high school, I've been watching 13 Reasons Why, and I'm enjoying it enough, but at the same time, that was loud. What you want? Trying to figure out some plans with people to go see a show that my friend is performing in. So, I'm sorry, my chest is just like itchy. I'll try not to do that. That was a loud smack. Ooh. I love these little whole grain rolls. They're yummy. But, as I was saying, if you don't know about 13 Reasons Why, it's a Netflix original show that a lot of people have talked about since it came out. It's about this girl named Hannah, and she commits suicide, and she makes, I think, 13 tapes. Isn't that right? And, like, each tape is for a different person that she knew, that she, like, basically blames for making her life miserable. And that's the part that, like, doesn't sit right with me. So, like, basically the whole premise of the show. Like, suicide is such a serious topic, and I think the way that this is done, it just makes, at least this specific suicide, and I'm not saying it's, like, not possible for suicide to be, like, a vindictive type of a thing, but, and it's a very sensitive topic, so, like, I'm sorry, I'm not, like, trying to offend anyone, like, I'm not a specialist in the field or anything, but it just makes, I don't know, I just feel like it sheds a bad light on suicide and makes it seem like a completely self-centered thing, and like, well, you made me miserable, so now I'm gonna make you miserable too. Like, that just, I don't know. I don't know, something about that I just really don't like. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that like, no one's ever committed suicide and thought those things or done those things or whatever, but from what I know or from what I've seen or suicides that I've heard about, it's not about other people. You know, like, sure, other people have affected that person's life and have aided in making them feel like there's no way out of their problems, but I don't know. I feel like suicide, it seems like anyways, the person is more looking for relief for themselves rather than, I'm gonna do this to make your life miserable. It's more about, like, does that, okay, I'm not explaining this very well. And then the actor that's, he's playing the main guy, his name is Clay, right? In the show. I don't know, he's gotten better as the show has gone on, but I feel like in the first few episodes he was, like, so monotone, and, like, I get it, because his friend just committed suicide, so he's obviously not going to be happy-go-lucky or anything, but, like, he just seemed so flat, and, like, the acting was so flat that it, like, made it hard for me to want to watch more of the show. And it was also really hard, like, I feel like sometimes to distinguish between time skips, because, like, they'll have the present time, and then they'll do a flashback scene, you know, so that you can see what happened in the past. And it's like, sometimes I couldn't distinguish between them, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb. I'm trying to think of what episode I'm on. I think I've got maybe like 5 episodes left. I feel like I'm an episode before, or an episode or 2 before Clay's tape. I don't know. But if any of you watching this are in high school or whatever, I just really hope you know that, like, I'm not trying to, like, minimize your problems or minimize your problems. Like, I remember how big little things felt back in high school. But, like, things really do get so much better once you're done. Like, people don't just say that, it's just, it's the truth. Like, it's so awesome for me anyways, like, bumping into people or meeting up with people now, like, almost 10 years later after I've graduated high school. My 10-year will be next year. But bumping into people and just being like, you look so grown up now, and, like, seeing, like, even if I wasn't friends with them in high school, it doesn't matter. Like, people just don't care. People are so much more human, I feel like, after graduation. You know, and maybe not immediately after graduation, you know, like when you're in college, but after college, for sure, it's like, people don't care. People don't care what clique you were in. People don't care if you were nice to each other, mean to each other, like, and granted, there's always exceptions. Some people do hold on to that stuff, but For the most part, no. Sorry, Fig just tried to knock over my camera. He's like, I care a lot about what happened in high school. Baby 1-year-old. You haven't even been to preschool yet. Yum. Now, let's get that out of the way. Is this more appetizing, seeing a greasy bag? Figueroa's like, yeah, I would love some of that greasy bag. These cookies, first off, they're huge. Like, please. I mean, hey, if you want, eat the whole cookie. Don't get me wrong, I've done it before, eating it in one sitting. But, like, this is one of their kitchen sink cookies. I don't know exactly what's all in it, but there's, like, salted caramel and chocolate chips and this, that, and the other thing. It's so good. So good. But, like, I'm one of those people where I hate it. And, I mean, obviously, there's some wiggle room here. But, like, when people are, like, they have one bite of cheesecake or something, and they're like, oh, it's so rich, I just can't eat anymore. I'm like, give me yours and I'll eat it with mine. Like, there's obviously a reason why I weigh more than these people, but this cookie actually does that to me. Like, halfway through, it's like, ugh. But I'm gonna have some fruit here. I had some blueberries at lunch today on my little picnic with Katie, but other than that, I haven't. That's a lie. I ate a banana for breakfast. I just love fruit. I want an excuse to eat more. Mmm. That's really good and fresh. And I like how they really, like, cut the pineapple so thin. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Mmm. I don't know if that's supposed to, like, make it so that it seems like you're getting more or something, but it is delicious. I feel like a lot of times when I get fruit cups, you know, you can tell it's been sitting around for a while and it's a little mushy and whatever. Like, this is nice. Let's get some of this lope-de-lope here at the bottom. Cantaloupe. There are very few foods that I won't here, let me finish that I won't eat / I don't like to eat. And I like cantaloupe, but I do not like honeydew melon. I don't understand it. It's just, like, tasteless. And I know this is going to upset a lot of people. I'll eat watermelon, but I don't really like watermelon. It's like I want the full fruit taste, and watermelon is just so watery. I know, makes sense, right? But that's how I feel. Honeydew melon. I'm trying to think of what else. Shrimp, but I mean, I don't eat meat now anyways, so just trying to think of foods that I've eaten when I was a I'll eat anything kind of a person. I feel like those were my main ones. At one point when I was growing up, one of my stepdads, I was just being a little poo face. I was being an icky nose, as my brother would say. Although we were a little old, he got over calling people icky nose. When my brother was really young and, you know, like, couldn't really think of an insult to call somebody, he would call them an icky nose. Yeah, I know. Some brutal stuff. But one of my stepdads did not like him. Ever. Ever, ever. And so I knew that his favorite food was tacos. So I pretended like I hated tacos. And so I would just be a little poop on taco night if we would ever have it, which was very rare because I would throw a fit. I hate tacos! What am I supposed to eat? Just so that he couldn't have his tacos. Sorry. He wasn't nice to me, okay? That was like the one way I knew how to be mean to him. Was take away his taco night as much as I could. Oh well. But yeah, did I ever finish saying that it gets better, folks? It really does after high school. It gets a lot better. There are still struggles, but and it might get worse before it gets better, but it does get better. You know that whole saying, like, gotta walk through the tunnel in the darkness to see that light at the end. And sometimes, unfortunately, that light just ends up being a train. But you gotta keep going, get run over by that train, and then keep going. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing well. This fruit is delicious. And now, I'm so excited. Like I said, I actually like can't eat this cookie after eating that fruit and that salad. But, whoa fork. Put you in the bag before you go too wild. You too, fruit container. But I will have some of this cookie. Does anyone else? I don't know why. There are certain foods, like cookies, I don't like to just like bite into them. So yummy. I like to break off a piece and then eat it. Is anyone else that way? I mean, it's not with all foods, but like cookies, I feel like sandwiches, not sub sandwiches, but like normal sandwiches, I'm that way. I mean, I will bite into a sandwich, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. There's something about actually ripping it apart. I just like it. Maybe it's because I like to avoid getting stuff in my teeth, because I'm always scared. People won't tell me when I have something in my teeth. Like right now, I probably have crap all up in my teeth. But I forgive you guys, because you can't tell me. You don't know. Well, you do know. But okay. Cookie is so good. It's crispy around the outside edges and like on the very top and bottom, but the inside is so mushy and gushy. Oh, so nice. What's the song? Give it to me, baby. It's been a while since I've listened to The Offspring. I listened to them a decent amount in high school anyway. My brother was into the, you know, kind of alternative punk rock and then like classic rock and stuff, because we were brought up on that with my dad. My dad is like hardcore about listening to like good music. You know, I like good music, but I also like my trash music. I think the only trash music that my dad allowed us to listen to in the car was my Pokemon To Be a Master CD. He was so good about that. Like, we would listen to that CD ad nauseum. So, I don't know how he put up with it. Well, I do know. He loved Pikachu. Loved Loved Pikachu. He would always cry at the Pikachu's goodbye episode because we had that one on VHS. Whenever we would watch it, I would see him getting all teary-eyed in the corner. I think the first, like, well, I take that back. I'm trying to think of, like, TV or, like, movies that have made me cry and what the first one was. But I was gonna say the first one was the Bye Bye Butterfree episode where Ash lets his Butterfree go off with the girl Butterfree so that they could go make beautiful Butterfree babies together. But actually, before that, one of my first memories of life, I don't know how old I was, but like Pocahontas was my life. The Disney movie Pocahontas, and Meeko, the talking raccoon. Well, he didn't talk. But I had a stuffed animal, Meeko, that like you could push his hand and it would make him talk. But I think he just like squeaked, right? He didn't say words. But either way, I mean, I had a talking stuffed animal, Meeko, that I would carry around with me everywhere. I loved it. I loved Meeko. I loved Pocahontas. And my dad and my brother were sitting down. We were animal sitting for one of my dad's friends. One of my dad's friends, he and his wife always have had, like, tons of animals. Like, at least a couple dogs and, like, 5 cats and whatever. So we were house sitting for them one weekend, and I remember, I don't know, I went to the bathroom or so, I have no idea. But I was re-entering the room, the living room, and my dad and my brother had just put a movie on. And it was, I don't remember which one, but it was one of the Ace Ventura movies, and they're like, now don't kill me. I don't think I've ever watched a full Ace Ventura movie, ever. Jim Carrey just has never been my kind of humor. But in one of them, I think in the beginning of the movie, they're like crossing a bridge or something, and they're with a raccoon or something, and the raccoon like falls off of the bridge and falls into this like deep pit, you know, like it was just like rock cliffs everywhere, and you just like see this raccoon falling and like dying. And I started sobbing. I like ran out of the room just weeping, and my dad and my brother laughed at me. They laughed at me. I was so upset. So upset. Meeko died. So I think that was the true first time that a movie has made me cry. Kind of pathetic, but definitely true. Okay, Cookie, just a little more. It's so yummy. I have to get some videos edited tonight, because I've got a busy weekend. So I want to have them all ready to go. They will be. I won't let you guys down. Alright. I'm saving the best part for later. Best part is the middle part. I will enjoy you another time, Cookie. Maybe for breakfast tomorrow. Sounds good to me. So yay! I hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang, this Panera mukbang. I'm sorry I didn't finish. I knew I wasn't going to. I'm very curious to see. I don't think this lipstick hung in. I'm testing out a Burberry lipstick, or liquid lipstick today. It is decently long lasting, but I don't think it's meant to like last through oily salad and all that. So yeah, I'm excited to go check on that. I don't know that I'm excited to edit my videos, but it'll be something to do for the rest of tonight, for the last couple hours here. I actually have to go to bed before midnight, because I'm meeting up with my mom for lunch tomorrow. So I've said this a million times, I feel like, but I basically always go to bed around like 4:30 in the morning. It's a horrible sleep schedule that I really need to correct. Hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed for me, folks. I'm trying. Am I? Kind of. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed eating with me if you had a meal with me, but overall I just hope you guys are doing well. I hope you enjoyed the video just in general, even if you weren't eating with me. I just love being able to chit chat with you and spend some time with you here and keep you company when I can. So if you did enjoy the video, I'm sorry, as always the comments are disabled since this is a mukbang and I want to keep it, you know, as positive as I can here. But if you do want to tell me you enjoyed the video, you can either tweet me or you can go ahead and give me a thumbs up on the video down below. I would really appreciate it, and it would just let me know that you enjoyed these mukbangs of mine. And if you are new here and you want to see more mukbangs, I try my best to do one a week, but otherwise I do make 4 other videos every week. I make a total of 5 each week. I upload Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. That's what I try to do anyways. And it's a jolly good time. So if you want to join the casserole family here on my channel, you can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. I would really love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!